With so many similarities to the rest of the S20 devices, you may be wondering what would make you pick up the Galaxy S20 FE instead. Well, that's what we're here for. Hey everyone, it's Vika and you're with the Modern Creatures. For this review, we'll be taking a closer look at the Samsung Galaxy S20 FE. But as usual, before we start, please do consider subscribing to our channel if you like the content we produce and hit that bell icon so you can get notified when we upload new videos. Alright, let's get on with the review. One of the major selling points of the Samsung Galaxy S20 FE is the number of colorways it has. With 6 different colors, it has the most variation in the S20 series. I personally love having so many color options because you're rarely given more than 2 or 3 for smartphones these days. Our unit came in a cloud navy color, which is a great choice for a more subtle and professional look. Color options aside, the build is solid and is actually a bit heavier than the Samsung Galaxy S20 and the S20 Plus. The back is made of polycarbonate plastic instead of glass, which helped in making it more affordable. Despite that, it still feels durable and the rounded corners and edges provide a good, comfortable grip as well. The back sports a matte finish that emits a subtle sheen when light hits it. The design is simple, making it appealing to all kinds of users. Despite having a matte back, we found that it smudges much too often and needs more than a quick wipe to get clean. As for buttons and ports, you can find the power button and the volume rocker well within reach on the right side of the device. The dual SIM card tray is found at the top, while the speakers and Type-C charging port are at the bottom. There is no 3.5mm jack here on the device. Additionally, it has IP68 water resistance, meaning you won't have to worry about it getting wet or even falling into water. The Galaxy S20 FE houses a 6.5-inch Super AMOLED display, making it larger than the S20. The resolution has been lowered though on this phone to just 2400 by 1080. But even so, that resolution is more than enough for the average user. Bezels are not as thin as the other S20 devices, but remain hardly noticeable. The Galaxy S20 FE was able to adopt the 120Hz refresh rate, which we personally appreciate. And not only is the screen fast, but it's also very responsive. But as expected, having the 120Hz screen activated consumes more battery, but you are given the option to manually set the refresh rate to just 60Hz. Personally, we found the 120Hz screen to look so good that we wanted to keep it on all the time. Visually, we personally don't have too many gripes. Colors are vivid and beautiful as expected of an AMOLED screen. The display is also able to consistently produce good and sharp images. Watching or consuming content on the S20 FE is enjoyable as well. The stereo speakers aren't the most impressive, but they are able to fill up a small room. Pairing that with the HDR-capable display makes for a good overall entertainment experience. Our only complaint is the position of the selfie camera, which becomes a bit obtrusive when watching on full screen. While the S20 FE's display does deliver in producing great images, we find it falls a bit short with the in-display fingerprint sensor. Unlike the other S20 devices, this one uses an optical scanner instead of an ultrasonic one. This resulted in occasional unreliable readings, but thankfully there are other security options such as pin unlock and camera face unlock. Powering the S20 FE is an octa-core Exynos 990 processor, matched with 8GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. Storage can be expanded up to 1TB by sacrificing one of the SIM card slots for a micro SD card. As expected, we personally didn't experience any noticeable hiccups in using the device. Apps opened quickly and were very responsive. Even with multiple apps open and running, the phone didn't exhibit any detectable drops in performance. We did have an odd issue with its Wi-Fi. The device often had trouble connecting automatically to previously joined networks. It's not really a big problem, nor does it affect overall performance, but it is a bit frustrating and a little bit inconvenient to have to connect to the Wi-Fi every time the phone goes to sleep. Looking at the bigger picture, the top-tier performance still carries over in handling more power-hungry apps or games as well. Gameplay was fluid on titles like Asphalt 9 or Wild Rift. It also handled Genshin Impact fairly well, but couldn't steadily accommodate the game's highest settings. However, lowering the settings down to mid or mid-high made for a smoother gaming experience. After an hour or two though, we noticed the phone started getting hot. It's definitely something to consider if you're a user who likes to play for extended hours, as the heat can get uncomfortable without any case on. The Samsung S20 FE is shipped with One UI 2.5, which was made available just this year. The new version added gesture navigation, which we love since this is our preferred way to move around the phone. One of the most prominent additions for this update includes DeX. This feature allows the phone to switch to a desktop view for use with a keyboard and mouse. Additionally, you can mirror your phone screen to a TV on the same network and use it for navigation by using gestures. The Samsung S20 FE's cameras may not match up to the more expensive members of the family, but it still houses a highly capable triple rear camera system. It carries a 12-megapixel ultra-wide, 12-megapixel wide range, and an 8-megapixel telephoto. Around the front is a 32-megapixel shooter. The cameras perform just how you expect Samsung cameras would. Photos are clear, sharp, and saturated, and will be able to please almost everyone. To show us more about the cameras and its overall experience, we asked the help of our dear friend and fellow content creator, as she's been using the S20 FE to shoot some of her photos and videos. All the way from Paris, France, let's hear from Regina as she talks about the device's cameras.
Hi guys, it's me, Regina. I'm a beauty and family content creator here in Paris. And if you want to learn more about my channel, you can find all the information down in the description box below. Now, this has been a great tool to me when it comes to editing photos, staying on top of my social media, and of course, the camera. And now with that, let's go through the features together, and I will share with you my ultimate favorites. Alright guys, I'm here now at Champs-Élysées, and here behind me I have the Arc de Triomphe, and here I'm going to try out the Pro Mode camera feature.
With the Pro Mode video, I like how the settings are flexible to your needs, and you can also put all the settings on auto mode. I like using this feature when I need scenic shots just for my content.
I'm here right now at La Défense. I'm going to test out the zoom feature on this bad boy.
What we're zooming into is the Arc de Triomphe, which is about 5 kilometers away. We are at 4 times zoom. You can kind of see it. And now we're at 10, 20, and now 30. It's not as clear as you would like, but it's kind of cool how far you can see.
One of my favorite features that I like to use is the single take feature of the camera, because it allows me to take pictures and videos of Goku. So here I'm going to show you an example. So it's both a video and it's taking pictures at the same time. Now with the single take feature, this allows me to have a really great picture, a full video, and a wide shot, one close-up, and another cute photo. That's why I love it so much, because it allows me to take moments with Goku, and it gives me options on what kind I should post or keep.
Hey guys, welcome to my home, and now we're going to try out the front cam by taking a photo and a video. Now this is how it looks, and I just want to let you guys know that the beautify feature is not on, just so you can see how it looks. Now let's take a picture. And now let's try the video. Hi guys, this is the video that you're looking at, and this is what it sounds like as well. And this does not have an artificial light, just normal house lights. And with my final thoughts, the camera on this phone is absolutely great. In my opinion, as a content creator, if you like to travel and do vlogs, this is a great camera to use. And my ultimate favorite is the single take, because I love my son and there are so many milestones that he goes through. It's just a really nice feature to have, so that I have a lot of options. I didn't think I would use it that much, but I use it a lot. On a more personal note, I like to use this for YouTube and Netflix when I want to have my me time, and the screen is just really great. It feels like I'm watching on TV. And so with that, don't forget to check out my channel and follow me at Regina Chua on Instagram. And au revoir from Paris. And back to you guys, Vika and Kev. Miss you guys.
Thanks for that, Regina. Did you guys know she was even able to make an S20 FE inspired makeup look? You can check that out on her channel and more. We'll leave the link down below. The bottom line is that the S20 FE can capture really good, sharp, and colorful photos. Personal preference does come into play on how the images are processed, but the phone does deliver on its promise of post-worthy photos right out of the camera. Powering the phone is a 4,500 mAh battery that supports fast charging with the 25-watt super fast charger. It's also equipped with fast wireless charging 2.0 and wireless power share for charging other devices without the need for cables. Battery can be good or bad depending on the kind of user you are. Again, since we prefer the look of a 120Hz screen, the battery was quick to drain. We had the device fully charged in the morning, but by the late afternoon, we had to charge again even if we weren't using the phone regularly. Switching to a 60Hz refresh rate showed a noticeable increase in the S20 FE's battery life. The device survives a full day of average use that included social media browsing, quick gaming sessions, and taking photos, among other things. If you're the kind of person who wants a phone to last all day, you may have to make some compromises to the settings of the Samsung Galaxy S20 FE. In our time with the Galaxy S20 FE, we asked ourselves, what are the reasons you would buy this phone? There are a number of reasons, but we found that the S20 FE is simply a perfect device for those looking for the best of Samsung's features but aren't willing to shell out too much money. You do have to settle for some things like having a plastic back and an optical fingerprint sensor, but those are very sensible compromises to make. In turn, you get impressive performance, a good set of cameras, high refresh rate, a great UI, and a whole lot more useful features. At 35,990 pesos, the Samsung Galaxy S20 FE is more than just Samsung's most affordable S20 device. It stands well on its own and is able to keep the features that matter. And that was our review of the Samsung Galaxy S20 FE. As always, please do visit our website and our other social media channels for more news, features, and reviews. Once again, I'm Vika. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.